welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. I saw that Penny said good evening like I say good evening, which I loved. Hello, Walter. Hello, Penny. Hello, Luann. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Isis. Hello. Did I already say hello to Brandon? Hello, Brandon. Hello, Donna. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I'm so excited to be with all of you this afternoon. Well, this evening, I guess now. I think we're going to have so much fun creating. We're going to do two different cards, two different ways. But before I get started with that, I have so many things to share with you. And I don't know that Heather got all of this info to Penny, so I'm sorry, Penny, if you're going to be doing a mad dash to find this information. But number one, we have our Halloween board game that is happening tomorrow. The Halloween board game I'm super excited about. You guys have been loving the board game. We're rolling the dice. We're having so much fun pulling your orders and doing all of those different fun things. And tomorrow is going to be no different. I think we're going to have so much fun with that. So, again, for every $25 you spend, you will receive one roll of the dice, which I think is super, super fun. And I love it. Number two, we have 3 new mystery boxes on the website that are good for every single level of budget as well as every level of crafter. We have the first level, which is going to be the stencil. So you get all sorts of different things. I saw the sneak for Crop and Create. My pumpkin. I knew it was going to fall down. Hold on, everybody. It's been really struggling today. I have to put new glue on it, so hopefully it stays now. But anyway, there is the stencil, which is the entry level. The entry level is going to be, it's very, very low cost. You get quite a few stencils in it, and I'm really excited about that. Can everybody else hear the audio? Or am my audio bad for everyone? Okay, second level is going to be the mixed media mystery box. Now, again, these are all items that are retiring, which is exciting, but also not exciting because that means things are going away. But that means also that new things are coming. So that is the next level, and then the third level is going to be the mega. There's a lot of stuff in the bundle, and that is going to be the stamp and die. So that's the stamp and die mystery box. Okay. So those 3 items are available while supplies last. I have a feeling, is it going in and out for everyone? Okay. So those are the 3 different levels. Once they are gone, they are gone. And they are all pieces of things that are in the retirement. So as the retirement sale kind of flows through, all of the things will be removed from the website and so on and so forth. Next, we have added all of our Q3 and beginning of Q4. It's cutting in and out for you too, Brandon. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so it must be it's different places. Okay. We have added all of the end of Q3 and beginning of Q4 events to the website. So, and a couple of other things. So what that means is we have launched both of the advent calendars. We have a Halloween advent calendar that you all loved so much last year. It's changing a little bit this year, and I think you're going to love it. We have the Halloween advent calendar, and we have the holiday advent calendar. They are both on the event site, okay? There are some other things on the event site that I want to talk about as well. There is also the trick or treats event. That one we launched at the Creator and Ending event. That is still available. We have a couple of spots left. I know my pumpkin's gonna fall. I can hear it. Please stay. Please just stay up. I need to do some better sticking of it. It's because it's like bumped off of the wall. I did this this bump thing off of the wall. It's like a piece of styrofoam that I thought was going to make it look better. That's why it's a hot mess. I'm just going to attach it to the wall after this. Then we have the brand new Halloween glow box. So a lot of you, I forgot. I have things to show you from the Halloween glow box. Hold on. Let me go grab it real quick. Hopefully the pumpkin doesn't fall down. Okay, we're still up. We're still good. Okay. All right. Sorry, everybody. All right, so let me turn down to the top of the table. Oh, well, it would help if I had the camera turned on. So, here's a couple of items that you're going to receive in your Halloween Glow Kit. This is obviously not the whole thing. So, number one, here is the stamp set. So if you love Halloween as much as let me move this out of the way because it's like messing with it. If you love Halloween as much as I love Halloween, you are going to love this Halloween Glow Kit. So the Halloween Glow Kit, I don't know how my camera always gets so messed up, but this is the Halloween Glow stamp you're gonna get. Then we have some neon glowing sequins. Then we have a brand new product that's launching in the Halloween Glow box. So this might look to you like some of our, our foil, but for the first time ever, I'm gonna teach you how to foil without heat. Look at this. Ready? Okay, I'm not going to show you now. We're going to learn all about it in class. We're going to have so much fun when we use this box. So this is something you're going to get in your box. There's lots. I mean, there's tons of stuff. And then also another new product. This is a vinyl that we have come up with. And it's a clear vinyl, but it's textured. And again, we're going to talk all about this in class. Can you see it has glitter inside of it too? We're going to talk about this in class. So much stuff to talk about in class. I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun, a ton of fun. All right. So those are just a couple of things. I can't show you too much, but you receive so much more stencils and duos and all sorts of stuff. So that is my whole pumpkin is about to fall down. So I'm just going to take it down. I'm just going to take it down before we have issues. It's no big deal. We'll fix it later. All right. So that is the, it's going to be a lot of fun. That is the Halloween Glow Kit. Then we are super excited because we are also launching my 2 other classes that so many of you have been asking about and so many of you have been looking for. And that is my SVG class. There's a little sneak peek on the product image for you to look at of something that we're going to be doing in that SVG and card making class. And then also you will notice that a really cool stencil class is here. So many of you have asked for a stencil class, and I get it. There are stencils that you all want to learn more about stenciling, and I wish that I could do an entire class just on, I wish I could do an entire live just on stencils, but it just doesn't fit into the kind of the schematics of what we have to do, with new releases, and everything is planned when it comes to the items that I'm using. Now, it's not always pre-planned when it comes to what I'm making, because you know me, I love to fly by the seat of my pants, and it scares everyone around me. But it's just how I roll. So that class is going to go over 5 different stenciling techniques, and you are receiving stencils that are only available in that kit. So you can take a look, you can take a little sneaky peeky of that kit and all of the stencils that you're getting in that kit on the Brutus Monroe Events website. The Brutus Monroe Events website, literally if you just click on the little area that says current events, it's everything that's going on right now. Okay, let's head down to the table and talk about what we're going to make tonight. Okay, my friend. So tonight we are going to be using this little stamp set that I've been so excited to use since it launched, and this is the radishing stamp set. Okay, on this stamp set we have sentiments like "I'd pick you from the garden anytime," "You're unbelievably rad," "Our friendship is rooted in love and maybe a little dirt," probably one of my favorites, and then "You're radishing." Isn't that fun? So I already have all of my pieces cut out as well as colored, because that is what takes the longest, is getting them all cut out and colored. So let me open up my little tray here. Hello, Jerry, and show you. So I have all sorts of different Also all sorts of different goodies here as well. So we're going to be ready to go. And we are going to also use some perfect blend paper. We're going to use this Americano dauber. I've actually already, I already have a piece of what we're going to use swatched out, so it makes it a little bit easier. Let me grab my piece here. There we go. So we're going to use this. We're also going to use some paper from this release, because we're going to do this card two different ways, okay? So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to start creating a scene for our little radishes, right? So what I'm going to do to start my scene is I'm just going to take a piece of the perfect blend paper. Now, you can purchase this so that it is already pre-cut out. I am not pre-cutting mine out because I mean, for me, it makes it much easier to start with a full piece because of how many different projects that I do during any given week. So it's okay, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, okay. Thank you. Is that Penny? I'm assuming that's Penny. So let's go ahead and again, we just have now two pieces of A2 size paper, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. Okay, so I've been really excited to do some of this ink blending with the new Simon Hurley inks. I don't know if Simon's here, probably not. He's probably working on a live of his own, I'm assuming. But we're going to use two different colors here, and that is Clear Skies and Midnight Snack. Okay, so Clear Skies and Midnight Snack is what we're going to use to create a sky. So we want to create a really pretty sky up above, and that is going to allow us to kind of get the start of our card here. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. Let's see here. Thought I had it. Oh, here we go. I can use this scrap paper. All right. This is actually something coming Friday, but that's a scrap because that was a tester. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape this right here at the bottom to keep it in place, because we are going to do something you'll see for dirt. Okay. So what we're going to start with is we're going to do the sky from dark to light. And the reason for that is we are going to have some dark dirt. And because we're going to have some darker dirt, we want to make sure that we are not overwhelming kind of our eyes when it comes to the coloring that's here. So I'm going to go in first with, this is Midnight Snack. And we're just going to blend up here at the top. And remember, we love, love, love the Simon Hurley inks because they blend so beautifully. These new Stellar inks, remember, they're the same formulation. They are just a different... Oh my goodness, thank you everybody that's placing your orders on the event side. We sure are going to have a lot of fun. All right, so I'm just blending, blending, blending. Make sure that you are getting a real good blend down here at the bottom, because we are going to be shifting upwards. And look at see how deep that is. I love that. We're going to be going in next with a little bit of Clear Skies. Okay, and remember, we're going to make this card two different ways. So now Clear Skies is going to be our lighter shade, and you'll see how the two of these are going to blend together just beautifully. Just got to make sure that you're blending, you know, in the center here and moving on up. Do you see how we're getting that gradation of color? Just make sure you're going in and blending, blending, blending. The cool thing about Simon Hurley ink is it is going to go in, it's going to begin to even itself out after couple minutes. So you're going to see it's going to change, which I love. And radishes are so funny because, to me, they're funny because in the game, Animal Crossing, which I don't know if any of you play Animal Crossing, but me and my sister play. I mean, I don't play as much as I used to, but we used to. Can you see how that's kind of, you can go in and you can add a little bit more color, but I'm good with that. I think that's good. And we're going to speed up the drying with our heat tool here. But radishes is like currency in the game. You can sell radishes. Does anybody play Animal Crossing here? Do I have any Animal Crossing lovers here? Anybody out there? Oh, good, Ruth. So yeah, so the radishes remind me of when you have to sell them. And me and my sister love. I got her hooked on it, and then she was using her husband's Switch, and then I one day surprised her. She was on her walk. This was long before TT came along. She was on her walk, and I sent her a text, and I was like, "Are you by any chance out there on your walk?" And she said, "Yes, why?" And I said, "Well, I am just in the neighborhood, so I'm gonna stop and say hello." And so she said, "Okay, well, I'm out walking," and luckily, I mean, I have her location, so because I have her location, I was able to find her, right away. And I had purchased for her a purple Switch just as a surprise, just because I love her and because she deserved it. And so I went running by, and I rolled down the window. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I handed her her purple Switch so that she would have it to play the game. And to say the least, she was very excited. So now that this is pretty dry, I am going to... Oh, in 2020, Ruth, I was like a crazy person. We're going to use some of the Pearl Shimmer Splash, because what I'm considering this time of day is to be kind of like dusk or early morning. Or dawn, dawn, not dusk. So we're going to put a whole bunch of stars in the sky, but we're also going to add some clouds, because I would say that at this time of day, this would be what I would consider dawn. So can you see like how it's dark up at the top and it's becoming light? But look at all of those stars from that Pearl Shimmer Splash. If that doesn't make you want Pearl Shimmer Splash, I don't know what will. I really don't. So, all right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take our vellum, which now I don't know where I put my vellum. Hold on. I had some vellum here somewhere. This happens to me all the time when I'm live. We might do something different than vellum, because my vellum seems to have sprung legs, and I know you're not going to be able to hear me. Sprung legs and ran away. It's okay. I know there was vellum around here somewhere. So see how beautiful that is? Isn't that pretty? I think we might just do some white clouds, because I think white clouds will be fine, right? Because I mean, it's going to be so stark on there. So let's just do some white clouds. Let me move this to the side. And we'll just do some white clouds. We'll do one that's popped up and one that's not. Okay? How do we feel? Should we do our white clouds okay? Can we do that? Oh, you're all right with me doing some white clouds? All right. I hope y'all are having a good Tuesday so far. I'm having a good Tuesday so far. I missed y'all because I haven't seen you in a whole day. not more. Tuesdays are the toughest because I haven't seen you in 4 days, right? Yep. All right, so we're just running that through our Gina K machine. Popping those out. I talked to Gina today, well, through a brief text message, but my goodness, do I love her. Oh my goodness. I definitely picked the right industry because of the people and the products. I just adore all of them. So I just jacked that up a little bit, but that's okay. Because I think we'll probably put this cloud on top of it. So no NBD, you know. I say it all the time. NBD. All right, so let's go ahead and put our... And I'm pretty sure we still have these dies available. I'm not sure, but in the die set you actually get 3. Mine only has 2 because Lord knows where the third one went. It's here somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and heat set this a little bit further just to make sure we're good. Oh my goodness, the events and the advent. Thank you, everybody. All right, so I'd say that's dry enough, dry adjacent. A little gray. Do I have a gray? I don't think I have. Oh, do I have anything? I don't know that I have any. I don't know where my gray. Hold on, everybody. Do I have my Simon Hurley gray here somewhere? I don't think I do. Yep, they're gonna have to be white. Unfortunately. I know. Is that what these are called? I forgot. All right. So to make our dirt, did anybody get their Americano Dauber yet? Ooh, do I love it. I really do love it. So the Americano Dauber is a fluid paint, okay? Because there's been a lot of questions about if it's paint or if it's a liquid paint. Well, hold on. All paints are liquid. Let me digress. It is a sheer paint that can be used in a variety of ways. And tonight I'm going to show you. I already have one that is dry because we have talked about this before. How, you know, we need to have our drying time when it comes to these particular products. So I'm going to just take a piece of, I was going to take a piece of watercolor cardstock, but now I'm not sure where it went. I literally just had it in my hands. But that is how quickly watercolor cardstock can go missing. So I'm just going to use we'll just use a piece of Perfect Blend. That's fine. It just isn't going to suck up the ink or the paint as much. So let me show you here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go over top. Now, when you press down, you are going to get more paint, okay? And look at how it's sucking up that liquid, okay? So, again, you can go and you can do splatters. You're going to see a really cool project that Dana did. See how it splatters? Or you can just yes, this Saturday the 16th. I don't think am I going live? I don't think so. Am I going live? So there we go. I am. Yes, I don't know if I'm going live or not. So that's what it does essentially. But what I'm going to do is I already have a piece that I've already completed, and what we're going to do here is we're going to trim this down. I can't remember if I'm going live or not. Oh, okay, no live. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so again, we're just going to trim this down, and we're going to trim this down. Let's trim this down to. Let's see, did I trim that down too much? Nope, almost perfect. All right, so we're going to trim that down. And now what I'm going to do is I want to rip this, and I'm going to rip it towards myself because we're going to create some hills and some valleys. Now, if I rip this away from myself, what would happen is we would we would have a white area there, right? So away from us, white, towards us, it's going to stay and remain that color. So what I want to do is I want to create a little kind of hillside, okay? But before I do that, I need to make sure that my little friends are going to fit into here. Because what I want to do is I want to slide them in, okay? So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do, let's do that one, and let's do this friend. And these ones are already colored in, right? So what I'm going to do is I need to measure to make sure that this will be able to slide in. So I'm going to take just a little, like a craft knife, whatever you have that works best. I have this gaudy box cutter, but see, I'm just going to cut a little slit, and what's going to happen is my little character, my little friend is going to be able to fit down in there. So I'm just going to test the width, and it can be more. I would say you want more than what you need, okay? And what we can do is we can just slip that. So see, now our little friend is in the dirt. Do you love it? I love it so much. And now for this guy, we're going to need this to be much wider, right? So I'm just going to trim kind of, all the way. It's not going to hurt a thing. I'm on my cutting mat. And then, again, our little friends just slip right in there. I love it so much. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because on the back, I need to make sure that I'm not applying any adhesive to where my little friends are going to, kind of insert in. So I'm just going to grab some of this tape adhesive and place it on the back here. And again, I'm just being very mindful of where my little pieces are going to get inserted here. So again, you don't have to be wild with the adhesive. You could use liquid adhesive. The liquid adhesive, I wouldn't recommend it for this, only for the simple fact that liquid adhesive kind of tends to run around and go all over the place, and you can run into a very, very sticky situation, no pun intended, where you are unable to move your little pieces around. So we're just going to remove our adhesive here. Make sure we're kind of still stuck down there. Whoops-a-doozy. Should be good now. Oh. Close. There we go. Hello. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad, Jamie. I'm sorry I wasn't available. I probably hadn't gotten in yet for the day. All right. So now we have our little friends here. So you can see they're going to pop in and out. They can take them out. They can use them however they would like. Oh my goodness, I love it. I'm going to pop this one's face out a little bit. But see how fun and easy that is for your little friends? All right, so this guy we are going to place down without any popping up. I'm glad you had a good visit. So we're going to place this one right here. Up in our sky again, because we would see that as the night sky is transitioning over. And then we're going to grab 2 little pop dots. Hold on one moment. It is called, see how that's popped up now? I love it. It is called the Americano Dauber, and I think it's in stock, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, so that says something on the back, or you could even write, you know, a little message on the back. But it's great because when you pull them out, you can't tell that they're. I love them so much. I really do. All right. So now let's go ahead and adhere our card onto the back. Or do I have some thicker tape? I feel so. Nope, I guess I don't. I feel terrible using that really thin tape on something like this because I feel like we can use the thicker, but it's okay. And again, we're going to make the exact same card in a second, but we're going to make it a little bit differently because we are going to use different supplies. Because today is all about kind of showing you how to make the same card 2 different ways, because I really want you to stretch your supplies. We had a little bit of a supply issue this month, and I apologize. It was because we were what's the word I'm looking for? We were a little overwhelmed with orders for like our wholesale side of things. So, but everything should be back in stock. Oh yeah, you'll see our team is using that Americano Dauber to the nth degree. I mean, it's really cool. All right, so there's our little radishes, and then we have our little clouds up in the sky. You could do a sun. You could do. I mean, you pick your, create your own ending. And then I think I want to use this one that says our friendship is rooted in love and maybe a little bit of dirt. That makes the most sense to me because these look like they're 2 friends. These are a group of friends talking to each other, which I think is hilarious. And then that can just go, you know, right down here in the side, right? Because I think because of the bold white border around the words, that makes it look so good. Okay. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? All right, now let's do a couple little gems in the sky. And unfortunately, I'm using a color that we do not have in stock right now, which is crystal. We will be getting them back soon. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting everything back in stock. It's just been, it's been a heck of a time getting everything back in stock and getting back into 100%. Oh, that's funny. That's okay, Rebecca. That's okay. No big deal. All right. Put our little gems / stars in the sky. There we go. How fun is that? What a great fun card. Sandy, the Halloween box. Which Halloween box? The Glow ships at the end of this month. The Halloween Glow will ship at the end of this month. So you'll have all of September and pretty much, all of October to play with it. So you'll be good. You will be good, I promise. And the class, I think, is the end of September. Don't worry, we're going to get it to you ASAP. All right. For our second card. We are going to use, again, the same premise, but I want to use the paper pad of the month. Because I've really been into the paper pad of the month this month, and I hope you all are too. It's called Crisp Autumn. Okay. The stamp set that I showed, that is coming in that box. That is coming in that box. So this is Crisp Autumn. This is the monthly box. Okay. Oh my goodness, my Hocus Pocus shirt never goes away. So we're going to utilize one of these papers, but we're also going to do a little bit of creative cutting. And we're going to use this blue, and then we're going to use this brown. So again, this is from the Crisp Autumn. This is the paper pad of the month, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our background piece, which is this paper here. It's the opposite side of the orangish yellow, okay? And we're going to take our scissors, and we're going to just trim out, and you don't have to be super precise with this, but we are just going to trim out. Actually, the less precise you are, the better, because it's not really going to make a difference. But we're just going to trim out very haphazardly these trees. And don't worry, we do have more Halloween coming. Okay, so the reason we did that is I want to have a little bit of blue in the sky. And we're also going to use the clouds with this one as well. But that blue is going to come from this. Okay? Are you seeing my vision? Okay? Yes, Stamptember is coming soon. It sure is. So let's grab ourselves a card base. Okay? And let's cut this down to 4. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to start over here. And we're going to go to 4 1/4 on this side. And then we're going to cut down to 5 1/2. Okay? See that there? So that's what our background looks like now. Then we're going to take our blue piece and cut that down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, and I'm going to add a little bit of, well, actually, I don't think we do need all that much shading, but let me show you here. So this is where we're at, okay? See how we've added that blue in the background, all right? And now we also need our beautiful brown piece to put our little friends in, okay? So I'm going to trim this down to 4 1/4. And this is going to make 2 very different looking cards, but still 2 really cool cards, I think. And again, we're going to go in and we're going to tear this towards us. Excuse me, away from us. So again, just give yourself a hill. Okay. So see that? How that created that hill. So we're going to pretend this hill, you know, we have our beautiful foliage behind. And I am going to go in and add a little bit of variation of color back here because I do want it to be a little bit darker behind these trees, so that really stands out. Do you see what that did? Just a little bit. And that's just, you know, the ink that was left. Oh, should we foil this? Should we? Should we make it a little bit magical and mystical in the background? Yes or no? If we get 3 no's or 3 yeses, then I'll foil it. Let me know. Should I foil it? I have a feeling I know what most of your answers are going to be. Oh, I unplugged this. I was like, why isn't this working? I really want to use this new foil. Yes, yes. Okay, we got a lot of yeses. Okay. And I'm going to use this foil. This is a newer foil. We just got, literally just the other day, got all of these foils back in stock. Which I'm super duper excited about. And the paper pads, I promised you guys, I think last week, an update. The paper pads are coming back in stock. They will be back in stock very soon. And those are the paper pads, the new paper pads. Hello! The little crowns are for participation. Hello, Sean. Welcome. I don't know if Disco is back in stock. You'll have to take a look. I'm not sure. But we do have some, so I can tell you that we do have some neons, some really cool neons coming. While we're waiting for that to heat up, let's do our clouds real quick. We do have some neons coming for the glow box, so you're gonna get some neon. I'm gonna show you. We have so much stuff to talk about in that glow box. So if you love Halloween as much as I do, and you love who's the one that does all of the, is it Lisa Frank that does all of the wild crazy neons? If you love Lisa Frank, you're gonna love the Halloween glow box. It gives those vibes. Yes, we have some really cool neon stuff coming. I can't wait for you to see. Uh-oh. All right. Okay. It's very much that kind of spiel. Okay, Isis, thank you for stopping by. I just saw a minute ago all the people that won from Sean's giveaway. How exciting is that? I think it's exciting. If you are a winner, all right. So let's grab our radishes. Let's use these 3 this time. We'll use the big 3 again because I really like the way that that looks. How about you? Oh, there's a bundle. I forgot. I forgot there was a bundle. All right. So while we're waiting for this to be done, let's go ahead and add our little, and again, you just want to make it large enough for them to fit. See that there? Okay. And then an even larger one over here so that these guys can fit. See that? And then, again, we're going to take our adhesive, place it on the back here. All right. Doesn't it smell delicious? I know. That's a new one. All right, so we're going to take this, pop this on the back, and the reason I want to do this first is I don't want my radish eye. Our radishes is it's not like a cacti, right? It's radishes, right? Okay. Now we're going to take this, place this right on the front here. Now we should have our little radishes. Can kind of stick out. They can talk. They can chat. I think that's so much fun. And now we're going to take this and 1, 2, 3, go. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh-wee. And take a look at what that did. All right. So let's flip this guy over and apply a little tape back here. Right. And again, I hate using this small tape, but that's all that I have sitting here. I think, yes, I am. Sean or Walter, what are you guys using on Wednesday? I haven't looked yet. Tomorrow. What products? What's the main event tomorrow? Is it the stamp I'm using, maybe? I feel like I saw something, but maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. All right, again. Place this like so, and you can see you have your little trees and you have your background, and we can pop these out. Love it. All right, so now let's grab our, we're going to do the same thing with our clouds. Put them a little bit lower though this time. Pop this guy right here. And then grab ourselves a little pop dot. We'll just use a little piece of the foam. All right. Then we can pop this one just over there, I think is good. All right, and let's grab our card base. Orange spice, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Sean might have come in and then he came in to say hello and then he was adios. Because I don't think I saw Walter. Was Walter in here? I didn't see. All right. Pop this right on top of here. Find our sentiment. I think we'll use "You're unbelievably rad." Pop that there. Okay. They both have abandoned me. Penny, when you message Sean, tell him that I was looking for both of the men of Monroe and they abandoned me in my time of need. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm just glad they stopped in at the beginning. All right. So there we go. There's our second card, and again, remember all your little radishes can come out of there. Let me grab the second one. So it's up to you. You can either do something that's very simple, like this one, or really, really go in with some different textures and different pieces. And, you know, obviously we have the foiling, and there's a lot you can do. So both cards, I think, are equally as fun, but just, you know, a little different in their own way. All right. Let me place those behind me. So, okay, of course it turned off. It is warm in here, so that's why the camera, I have to turn the AC back down in here. We had it up because, you know, it was cool in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but now it's not cool anymore. All right, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a radishing card or your own ending. Remember to check out the Brutus Monroe events site. There is so much that has been added there. There will be some emails and things like that that are going out explaining all of that to you. So if you have more additional questions, you'll be able to get those answered there. We will be live packing, yes, tomorrow afternoon. Then you will see the Men of Monroe tomorrow night, which is going to be a heck of a time. We always have so much fun with them. Then I'm back on Thursday. Then Candy's with you on Friday. And then we have fun stuff happening this weekend. Good to see you too, Ruth. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Remember, what did I say? Did I already say create your own ending? We'll create your own ending again. I love you all to pieces. Thank you for being a part of my life. And I will see you all.